Minimum rates of pay in Great Britain are set using the National Minimum Wage and National Living Wage regulations. The minimum wage rules apply to anyone classed as a worker. This includes people with a contract of employment in the conventional sense, but also people who may work as casual staff, often temps, people who work as agency staff, and indeed people who work under an apprenticeship agreement. The Acas website sets out guidance on the different rates of pay that different categories of worker should receive. Essentially, what you need to do is look at the rate of pay that you receive and divide that by the number of hours that you have worked. And on average, over a set period of time, you should receive at least the right minimum rate of pay for you. From April 2025, the current minimum and national living wage rates are as follows. Workers aged 21 or over are entitled to receive £12.21 per hour. Those aged 18 to 20 are entitled to receive £10 per hour, and people aged 16 to 17, all those in the first year of an apprenticeship, are entitled to receive £7.55 per hour. Finally, those aged 19 or over who have completed the first year of their current apprenticeship are entitled to be paid at least the minimum wage for their age. It's important to understand that national minimum wage and national living wage rates are legal entitlements. These can't be reduced or amended even by agreement between the employer and the employee. If you as a worker feel that you're not receiving the correct amount, having worked it out and checked that your calculations are correct, a good place to start would be a conversation with your employer. Perhaps, for instance, asking for a meeting to just go through your calculations and check that everything is being done correctly. If you find that you're not able to resolve things between yourself and your employer, an alternative can be to request that Acas set up early conciliation. That's where a member of our staff get in touch with you and your employer and help the two of you to sort something out informally. We act as a neutral intermediary, a kind of go-between between both sides. Alternatively, there's an option to use the HMRC enforcement process and ask them to investigate and decide whether the national minimum wage is being paid correctly. Both of these options can help to ensure that you receive the correct pay and any back pay that you are due. As an employer, it's essential that you pay the correct rate of pay. If you do not do so, you may be liable for any back pay, any underpayment, and also for a penalty of up to £20,000 for each member of staff who has been underpaid. Acas has resources to help you understand the correct rates of pay and make sure that these are being applied correctly for all the different groups of staff that may be employed in any workplace. For instance, the different rules that may apply to agricultural workers, to people who travel as part of their work, or indeed people who may be receiving some kind of accommodation as part of their job. You can go to acas.org.uk/NMW for a breakdown of all of the information covered in this video, as well as links to resources such as training, calculators to work out the correct rate of minimum pay, and links to advisory support for employers.